Hello friends, welcome to Bindu Dadwal Chemistry Lessons. The topic that we will be covering today is P block elements, oxygen family, and this is part 2 of the video. In video 1 we did the physical properties of oxygen family. Today we'll be doing chemical properties of oxygen family. Oxygen is very reactive in nature due to its high electronegativity and small size. It almost reacts with all the elements. The reactions of oxygen are highly exothermic despite bond dissociation energy, which is high, 493.5 kilojoules per mole. For example, various elements can burn in oxygen, producing a lot of heat. Carbon burns in oxygen, producing carbon dioxide. Enthalpy of reaction is minus 393.5 kilojoules per mole. Down the group, the reactivity decreases. Formation of hydrides. So members of oxygen family form hydrides of the type H2E, where E may be oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium. So for example, with oxygen the hydride is water, then with sulfur H2S, H2SE, H2Te. Preparation by acidic hydrolysis of metal compounds. So for example, when you hydrolyze sulfide of iron with sulfuric acid, H2S, sulfur hydride, is formed along with ferrous sulfate. Hydride of oxygen can be prepared by passing current through mixture of hydrogen and oxygen gases in presence of platinum as catalyst. Water, the hydride of oxygen, is colorless and odorless liquid, while all other hydrides are colorless but bad smelling poisonous gases. The structure, the oxygen is sp3 hybridized. Of the 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, 2 are occupied with lone pair of electrons and the remaining 2 form covalent bonds, sigma bonds with hydrogen atoms. The bond angle is less than normal. The normal tetrahedral bond angle is 109.5 degrees, but in case of water it's 104.5 degrees. This is because of the lone pair repulsion, which forces the oxygen hydrogen shared pairs towards each other. But in other hydrides the bond angle decreases furthermore. This is because the oxygen atom is small and the bond pair is close to each other, in addition to the central atom. The bond pair is also close to the central atom. So there is repulsion which results in expansion of bond angle. This shared pair repulsion counterbalances the lone pair repulsion, and the bond angle is greater than other hydrides. Whereas in other hydrides the element size is larger, so repulsion between bond pairs is less and it cannot counter the balanced repulsion between lone pair and shared pair. So because of less repulsion, the SH bonds come closer to each other and bond angle decreases. For example, in water the bond angle is 104.5, but in H2S it decreases to 92.1, in H2SE 91, and in H2Te 90. Characteristics, the hydrides are acidic in nature, weakly acidic, as they ionize to give H plus ion. For example, hydrogen sulfide will ionize to give hydrogen ions and hydrogen sulfide ions. The hydrogen sulfide further ionizes to give hydrogen ions and sulfide ions. The acidic character increases from water to H2Te. Water is amphoteric. This increasing acidic strength is also evident from the ionization constant for values for these hydrides. Water, it is 10 raised to power minus 14, but as we go towards hydrogen telluride, it increases to 2.3 into 10 is power minus 2. It is due to increase in bond length of atom and hydrogen. As we go down, H2Te bond length will be most biggest. So bond energy decreases and acidic character increases. Boiling point. Water has very high boiling point than hydrogen sulfide and other hydrides. This is because of hydrogen bonding between water molecules. Oxygen is highly electronegative. The OH bond is polar, so it can form the hydrogen, positively charged hydrogen of one water molecule can form hydrogen bond with negatively charged oxygen of other water molecule. So because of this, hydrogen bonding exists and it's difficult to break these bonds, and so more heat is needed, so it boils at a higher temperature. When we move from H2S to H2Te, the boiling point increases because in other molecules the force of attraction is van der Waals force of attraction, which increases with the size of the atom. Thermal stability, water is the most stable, and as we go down, this thermal stability decreases because the bond length increases. It's easier to break the bond as we go down. Now, reducing character is inverse of thermal stability. So water has least reducing character, then H2S, then H2Te will be most reducing in nature. Volatile character is tendency to form vapors, so it is in the similar manner as it is in the case of boiling points. That is, water will have the least volatile character amongst all the hydrides, and then H2S is most volatile, and then down the group again volatile character decreases because the boiling point increases. Reactivity towards oxygen, formation of oxides. This oxygen family elements form two types of oxides, dioxides and trioxides. For example, for sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, dioxides. Trioxide polonium does not form trioxides because of inert pair effect. Acidic character of these oxides decreases down the group. In addition to these three forms, sulfur can form other oxides also, monooxides, heptoxides, S2O7, and other oxides are S2O, S2O3 and SO4. Structures of these, in case of sulfur dioxide, if you look at the ground state electronic configuration of sulfur atom, the electronic configuration is 3s2 and 3p4. There are two half-filled orbitals, but in the first excited state the electron from 3p jumps to the 3d orbital, and then the 1s and 2p orbitals undergo sp2 hybridization. So 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals are formed. There are two unhybridized orbitals, 1p and 1d orbital. Of this, one forms a p-pi bond with one oxygen atom, and the other d orbital forms p-pi-d-pi double bond with the other oxygen atom. So of the three sp3 hybrid orbitals, one is occupied by lone pair of electron and two are engaged in sigma bond with oxygen atoms, and this unhybridized p and d is forming p-pi and d-pi, p-pi-d-pi bonds respectively. So the structure of sulfur dioxide is bent or angular. This is for sulfur dioxide, which is a gas. But in case of selenium dioxide, it exists as discrete molecule in gaseous state, but it will have polymeric structure in solid state. So in gaseous state, the structure is similar to that of sulfur dioxide, but in solid state, the selenium, being bigger in size, is engaged in single bonds instead of double bond, and as a result polymeric structure exists. You can see the bond angles and the bond length. Dioxides can act as reducing agents and also as oxidizing agents, and reducing properties decrease down the group. That means sulfur dioxide is a better reducing agent than tellurium dioxide. In case of trioxides, these trioxides can be prepared by oxidation. Sulfur dioxide in the presence of platinum or vanadium at a temperature of 450 degrees centigrade is oxidized by oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. Then we can also prepare sulfur trioxide by heating ferric sulfate. Ferric oxide and sulfur trioxide are formed. To explain the structure of sulfur trioxide, in the ground state, the configuration is 3s2 and 3p4 again. But in the excited state, both the electrons from the s and p, they jump to the d orbitals, and then they undergo sp2 hybridization to form s3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. These form sigma bonds, 3 sigma bonds with 3 oxygen atoms. The unhybridized 1p and 2d orbitals, they will respectively form 1 p pi double bond, 1 p pi d pi, and the other p pi d pi. So 2 bonds are p pi d pi double bonds and 1 is p pi bond with oxygen. So the structure is trigonal planar. The bond angle is 120 degrees. This is in the gaseous state. But in the solid state, due to the presence of single bonds, it can form a trimer in the linear form also and in the cyclic form also. So in the cyclic form, each sulfur forms 4 bonds. 2 double bonds with 2 oxygen atoms and 2 single bonds with 2 oxygen atoms. Sulfur trioxide, when there are weak van der Waals forces between the molecules, exists as a gas at room temperature. Sulfur trioxide, it acts as an oxidizing agent because the sulfur in this case is in +6 oxidation state and can easily accept electrons and act as oxidizing agent. Reactivity towards halogen, formation of halides. So elements of oxygen family form large number of halides of the type E2X2 monohalide, EX2 dihalide, EX4 tetrahalide, and EX6 hexahalides. When they form monohalides, these are O2F2 dioxygen difluoride, S2F2, S2Cl2, S2Br2, SC2Cl2, and SC2Br2. There are no monohalides of tellurium and polonium. These monohalides exist in dimeric state in nature and can undergo disproportionation reaction. For example, selenium Se2Cl2, it is, when it is heated, it forms SeCl4 and Se. What is a disproportionation reaction? When the same element undergoes oxidation as well as reduction. So selenium is reduced to selenium dichloride, diselenium dichloride is reduced to selenium and oxidized to selenium tetrachloride. It forms dihalides of the type oxygen difluoride, and with chlorine the dihalide is called chlorine oxide because oxygen is more electronegative. Then bromine oxide. The sulfur forms dihalide, sulfur dichloride. Selenium, tellurium and polonium do not form dihalides. Oxygen cannot form tetrahalide or hexahalide because of absence of d orbitals. Sulfur forms tetrahalide SF4, SCl4. Selenium forms SeF4, SeCl4, SeBr4 but no SeI4. Tellurium forms TeF4, TeCl4, TeBr4, TeI4. Polonium forms PoCl4, PoBr4, PoI4 but no PoF4. Hexafluorides are formed by sulfur, selenium and tellurium. Only fluorides are formed because fluorine is a strong oxidizing agent and can force electrons into sulfur. Sulfur dichloride has an open book-like structure. It is also called dihedral structure, where sulfur-sulfur lies in plane, whereas Cl and SCl bonds are below and above the plane. Bond angle 104 degree. Sulfur-sulfur bond 205 picometer and sulfur-chlorine bond 199 picometer. This structure is similar to hydrogen peroxide. Then sulfur dichloride, sulfur shows sp3 hybridization. Of the 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, 2 are occupied by lone pair of electrons. Bond angle is 103 degree and the structure is bent. In tetrahalides, sulfur undergoes sp3 hybridization. Geometry is trigonal bipyramidal, but because one of the equatorial position is occupied by a lone pair of electrons, so the structure becomes seesaw-like. So the geometry is seesaw. In case of SF6, the octahedral structure, sp3d2 hybridization, fluorine atoms are surrounding the sulfur atom in such a manner that no other chemical can attack it, so it's thermally stable and chemically inert, so it will not react with water or any other compound. But tellurium hexafluoride, fluorine is not able to hide the bigger tellurium atom, so reaction is possible. Telluric acid and hydrogen fluoride is formed. Because of this inert nature of sulfur hexafluoride, it is used as a gaseous insulator. So this is all about the halides of oxygen family. So we have covered chemical properties of oxygen family today. Thank you.